Hello, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Slapper, or not Slapper, Smasher. There's a different characters. So, yeah, the Asher is the big brother to her. And I'm gonna do a little bit of a backstory before the home shenanigans thing. Before we get into it, their parents, after they were born, Ern Smasher was the firstborn, oldest one, and she is the youngest one. Yeah. And tragic happened. Their parents died from like some tragic thing. Or the mother of those two children died after she gave birth. Or actually, she gave birth to her after. And then their father had a heart attack and died. Yeah. So over years have passed. He had no grudges against his own sister because he loves his sister so much. He cares about her. So they're homeless as he keeps her warm, being a big brother and all that. Yeah. He is his intelligence thing or his powers allows him to see if a person has a quirk or not and what type. As he sees his own sister has zoom in quirk, her eyes, yeah. And when he looked at his own hand, and he has the quirk and the ability. Basically, the quirk is that he is allows him to basically become. It's a weaker version to. Who would it be? Who would it be? To Dobby's fire thing. Or, yeah. Or stronger than Endeavor's. But his abilities, he finds it weird. It's infinity and zero. So yeah. As he So now they're 15 or he's 16 and she's 15. Yeah. And then so they had a birthday. Of course, he did like a little like birthday thing for her, so that yeah. And she says, "You're the best brother that I ever had." Yeah. So then now they're at UA schools because they went through all the other schools and that. Yeah. So he tells her that that she'll be a pro hero, and he'll be don't worry, you'll still be my sister no matter what. I'll come see you every day during school hours, okay? No matter what. Yep. As she goes to the support course, there's only like two So yeah. So he goes to as he like was a holds a world record. And don't worry about Zuko. It doesn't interfere with his like time thing. So yeah, Zuko was basically, or so Smasher was the new holder of the record, or holds a new record. Yeah, his name of Smasher, I should get her name. But hold on, this is what her name is.
Smasher Hatsume.
Yeah, that's what her brother is. Like, that's his full name. Smasher Hatsume. Yeah. As he... Yeah. Then the support course. Of course, he hangs around with his, like, sister. It's way more than just, like... Yeah. So, after he got accepted. Both of them got accepted, but he's in class 1A, and she's in the support course. As, yeah. I was gonna put him in class B so that yeah. But he is holding a new world record, as of course, he wanted her to be happy. Yeah. So, yeah, he hangs out with her before or after school. Mr. Aizawa notices that when he hangs out with his little sister. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He as the one time his sister accidentally made an explosive thing. Smasher comes in and shields his sister from the blast. Hast. Yeah. Because, yeah, the debris flew around. And, yeah. Yeah. So, Mr. Aizawa is like, and he notices too, like, why are you hanging around with the Maya? Are you her boyfriend or something like that? As he looks at him, says, dude, she's my sister. I hang around with her because I make sure that she's getting care of. And if you have a problem with that, and yeah, his entire body was shaken when every time Smasher says anything and about, yeah, as he notices that as he, yeah, as his little sister says, calm down, big brother, as he goes, huh, as she looks at him and tells him, don't make him mad. He's trying, I know that he's trying to make me feel safe around him because he's my big brother. I understand that. Sometimes when someone gets him mad enough, well, that's how it is. So, yeah. Sports, yeah, I'm skipping the ball throw and the heroes versus villains. And Mr. Aizawa couldn't believe that his student, and then, of course, he asks, are you both like hating each other? Or with a pink hair from a support course? Don't start this, Mr. Aizawa. It won't end well with you. My means of that, I mean, you might have bloody ears after I'm done talking to you. Because she's my sister, as he says that. How did you feel if, because I have photographic memory, how do you feel if your parents died and you and your sister were the only ones that got saved? As Mr. Aizawa is like, are you threatening? As he as Huku, or as not Smasher says, like I said, I'm not sending any death threats. You know how it hurts me if I lose anyone. Like if I even lose the thought of losing anyone that I care about. Um, I would end up being a villain. Okay? As, yeah, Mr. Aizawa was a little bit like, and shocked because he never seen a person move so fast. Yeah. So he says, let's get this done. I would rather. Okay? As he could be scary at first, he could be calm as a cucumber. And yeah. As Mr. Aizawa asks Nezu about looking up a file on his student, then is there a connection? As Nezu looks at him and says, yeah, it says here that they're both brother and sister. The sentence after the accident of their both parents has died, he became more like caring about his sister and her friends. And why? Well, he was speaking the truth. Because he said to me that if anyone that's under my watch, he doesn't see them as friends or comrades. He sees them as his own family. If anyone dies, then he would go berserk. Yeah. So, yeah. So then, and there was two people that would be loves him them is Mushroom Girl, because how funny he gets, and the silver hair girl, the Rainco, I think that's how you pronounce her name, the one that I'm looking at on the bottom. Yeah. Because he can be scary enough. He could be like, yeah. And I'm changing one part. Is that one part is the cube thing. So if someone, or it's called a lift the cube up test. So yeah, not Cubans, not the race, but that one. So he or so everyone failed for millennia. They couldn't lift the it up, except for he was just relaxing as he As, yeah, they, all of his classmates failed at it, of trying to lift a stupid thing. But so they're like, okay, everyone back in. It's end of the school. Well, huh. As a name, I'm gonna. Of course, this is what he says. Of course, because it was after school, his sister noticed there's a big cube thing, and she says, "Well, hey brother, what is that?" Oh, that's a test thing, where test of strength. So far today, no one lists it in Class A. As she has courage to say, "How about you? You should lift it up." Maybe there's probably something secretive underneath. Huh. Yeah. As he walks over, as as he says, maybe there's a dead body. As he says, okay. As he grabs the handles, one handle, oh, and when he lifts it up, it actually lifted all the way up his, yeah, over his own head, holding it up like that. He picks it up with just one hand. As he there's the brown spot. As he walks it over, because how strong he is, he moved it all the way to the concrete. Yeah. He sets it down. And as tomorrow, the very next day was supposed to be, or actually in the morning, they said, or of course, Mr. Aizawa says, well, it's time for us to do that little box thing before we go on a trip. Okay? So, yeah. So then they went out there. They noticed that it's gone. Like someone just moved it. As he might has a good idea of who the culprit is. He's so relaxed. As he gets up, right? As he comes to there, and he says, "Were you the one that didn't when no one's looking?" Huh. Yeah, do you want me to move it back? Sure. or as he picks the stupid thing again up over his own leg. He's literally holding it, and like what you see on your screen. Yeah, he basically, everyone is shocked about it, as they couldn't believe his man's strength as he sets it down. As he tells Mr. or when he sets it down, he turns around and he says, "That was fun." And yeah, and only people that know that he did that was All Might and Nezu, because both of them saw the footage of him picking it up over his own head, moving it around like a little cardboard box that has nothing in it. As yeah. As both, of course, Mr. Ozawa is like being like a turkey. He's like, "Man, you're really strong." So now, yeah. So now they're going to UA. They end up going or getting ambushed by the villains. And Smasher says, "Let me deal with them. I don't want you to end up dying." Remember what I said? As they were just low tier villains. They were too high for Mr. Ozawa to handle, or 13. It was like a high-end villains, like a high-end Nomus, but on a whole nother level. But so he comes in, and he beats them all. And he says, "Huh, that was interesting." As that's just such a workout. As he like cranes his neck, and back and more, side to side. Yeah. So basically, he's that powerful to end up, yeah. As against the Nomu, man, Smasher throws a Nomu around like a little rag doll. Oh. Like sending him flying around as he says, "Huh." As he says, or he is like Saitama, so his punch, when he really gets mad, when someone, or he knows that the creature is an undead creature, so as he says, "Undead," as his eyes start to glow, as everyone from the entire world could feel it. Mr. Ozawa was like, "Uh-oh, something's wrong." As he starts, or actually, yeah, she ends up like, "Uh-oh, here it comes." As he's confused of what's coming. Well, sometimes, or of course, she explains that his when she tells him that her brother has abilities, two abilities, and a quirk. His quirk is like fire manipulation, like Endeavor's, and yeah. But his abilities is infinity and zero. As that caught him off guard of old crud. As yeah, he calls into All Might and tells him that you better go to USJ now. Oh, All Might, what's going on? Well, Maya, MEI, told me that her brother has two abilities and a quirk. Quirk is like Nevers, but his two abilities of infinity and zero creates chaos us ability. So he's yeah. As yeah, the All Might shows up as he sees all the villains were dead. Or not dead, but they were knocked out. The Nomu's upper half, like from a waist up to his brain, got exploded. As it was so gruesome, he even had all the students and the teachers stand outside. In as when he came walking out, or when he calms down, he covers his eye. As he takes a deep breath. As he walks away, All Might shows up. As All Might was like, I am here and all that stuff. Yeah. So he kind of lost himself when he went supernova. Yeah. As All Might looks around and sees like people or the villains are like knocked out. Even some of them are like yeah. He puts all of them in a coma. Yeah, it looked like a bloodbath thing. As he takes a deep breath. As he walks here and there. As All Might says, I know that you can't control it at the moment, but let me tell you something. He wasn't yelling at him. He says that power or ability of yours is quite insane. It's not not every day you see, not every day someone with your ability go supernova on the villains. Yeah. As he says, yeah, but not every day that you have a. Because I know that probably my sister is worried about me. Oh yeah, she is she just she told us that you have the ability to go Chaos Max. I'm all. Yeah. Yeah. Just that's why as he tells All Might that before the internship he promised her that he comes and visits with her during school hours to make sure she's okay and all that stuff. As he starts giggling at like because she likes to make things explode. Her creations explode. Um, yeah. The and yeah, so he's like, huh, you're you're so protective of your little sister, hasn't you? Yeah, because you already know what the tragic backstory, haven't you? No. Hmm. As he explains what happened to his parents at a very young age, as his as All Might kind of feels bad for the as he tells them that the only person that is actually part of my family is actually Maya, MEI. I'm spelling it out so that is my actual family. She's my sister, so anything happens to her, I wouldn't forgive myself. Oh, oh, yeah. So he basically is blaming himself, like, it, and or All Might know that he's kind of like what Todoroki is like. As yeah, he gave him a hug, and he understands that yeah. So he ends up walking, or so I'm skipping the sports festival and the internship. And yeah, he does battle against like Hero Killer Stain, but when Hero Killer Stain was gonna kill Tenya, as yeah, Todoroki noticed that when they asked the students to look out for him. He treats all of you like brothers and sisters. But be very careful. Okay? Hey, we don't want that same incident happen. Understood? So they basically have a time, or he has a time schedule of visiting with his sister through the mornings and the afternoons. Yeah, and then there's Class A. So yeah, yeah. So when that day came, when he saw Hirokiller Stain was gonna kill Tenya, he immediately goes into blind rage mode, like Chaos Max Dragon kind. As he like flew right up to his face, machine gun blast as he punches Hirokiller Stain with enough force, sending him flying. And it sent shockwaves through the entire city as he's punching, kicking at Hirokiller Stain to the point of him is begging for death. Yeah. As he says that why couldn't you just finish me off right then and there? It's your gravest mistake. Between you and I, Hirokiller Stain. As Smasher looks at him with intense aura, you only kill fake heroes that does not deserve to die. And you only care about the true heroes. But me, I care about all of them, no matter if they're good or bad. I don't see my own classmates or pro heroes as themselves. I see them as my own brothers and sisters. If anything comes to, if any of them try to get killed by anyone, and like you, I will make sure that they take their last breath. He's talking about, because, yeah, Hirokiller Stain is shaking like he knows this kid means business, because he says, I'm not acting. This is my Chaos Max form. So you're her. I could have just killed you right here and now, but I could sense some positive in you of you have your beliefs. I really don't care about that part. Okay? So you better turn yourself in. As, yeah. Because Hirokiller Stain, and he could only move his mouth and his eyes because his entire body was so beaten up. Yeah, literal blood came gushing out of his Yeah. As he picks up Mr. Aizawa, or no, he picks up Native Tenya as he grabs the hero killer Stain by the neck. As he jumps from a building to building. Dropping Tenya and Tenya and the Native at the hospital as he drags the hero killer Stains' corpse, or like unconscious body, to the police station. Yeah, as he says, or to the Hell's Gates things. Yeah. As prison guards, prison and guards looked at him and sees Mr. Aizawa, or not Mr. Aizawa, hero killer Stain. Even news reporters are recording or filming him dragging in the hero killer's unconscious body. Yeah. Because how ruthless he gets as he looks at the news reporters and says, "Can I say something?" And if any villains try to come and hurt my friends or my family, I will end your life. As he was cruel. But because no one chose him, so he just like walks around, visits. He even like throws, and he gets more popular. And yeah. So yeah, his little sister says, "Huh, I'm pretty proud of my big brother." Yeah. So now I'm skipping the camp arc, but the raid arc, like All for One versus All Might, the Smasher, his body was ready to shut down because his body is so like. Please wait for part 2.